only on esportbf.com.
I think VnM's going to come out and take this first map.
Yeah, no, I think I'd have to agree with you here. They know how VrtX are going to play on this. They played them before, and coming off of that hype, like you said, is going to give them such a boost. And we're off.
And yeah, let's go on board with VnMs, shall we?
The man, the myth, the legend.
At this point, right? You can't really complain at all about that. But VnMs is going to be rolling on out here first. He's making his way over here towards that B flag, see if he can cut off any of these infantry players trying to transition from C. He hasn't found anybody just yet. And actually, he hasn't found any action at all. It's been pretty quiet. There he goes. He's going to get spotted out, and that's going to be Magna able to take him down. We are going to be seeing Ludo now. He also gets picked up. Larpa trying to make his way over here to Bravo with Kama. That is going to be a fantastic wipe. Look at that. That's going to be red all day long in that kill feed. They look fantastic.
Yeah, VnM coming up very strong here. And I don't know if you noticed, we're about to see the first triple cap here within the first minute of the game. VnM coming in really hot off of that last win. And they are really showing VrtX that they mean business this time. And they're not the same pushovers they were at the beginning of the game.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think they're going to be coming out hot. I mean, they're feeling good versus Prototype. They did a really good, quick, clean match. And I think that I think they're going to be the better one here in map number 1. It's going to be up to, it's really going to be up to VrtX to really, try and stabilize, I think, after this map. So we'll see if that is going to be the case. But Berg is going to be coming on up. He does get the revive there onto VnM. You do see A starting to go back over into their favor here in just a few seconds. Ooh, trying to get the headshot, but not quite connecting there. And that is going to be Berg still going to be staying alive and doesn't even have to get the pistol kill because it's what Kama coming around with that BR. Now, Kama actually, in that last map, we saw Kama doing some work. I don't know if you remember, but he was throwing down like 20 plus kills. Actually outperforming VnMs there for a while. So, Kama, he's going to be one that we're going to have to watch.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And this is the brilliant thing about VnM. They're quite a really all-rounded team. Each player is nearly as good as the other, and one of them becomes the keystone for the rest of the team, and they just play around that and they feed that, and that's how they get the momentum and they keep it going. And VnM coming up very strong at the beginning of this round, and now they're starting to set up a nice defensive line. They got Charlie, they got Alpha, the position that they want, and now it's just a case of defending. One player out on that far left, 2 in the mid, 2 on the right, and we're going to start to see some very clutch moments here from these VnM guys as they defend their very early 14-point lead.
I like what Kukai and Larpa are doing right now. Really good cross shots. I don't think Ludo is going to be able to come in whatsoever. Yeah, he does end up getting picked up. We do see a couple of VrtX players trying to push in maybe over here towards C. VnMs is going to be set up and in the smoke. We'll see how much damage he's going to be able to do. That's going to be 1 down. Can he make it a 2? Dulles does get picked up, and VnMs once again, the star power is coming into play, and he is going to make his presence known. B flag is going to be wide open for the taking, and they're going to be making their way towards it. So we do see all those spawns coming back in over here towards Alpha. This is going to be a pretty good fight, I would have to say. Kukai, Berg, and Kama all going to be up and alive. Trades are going to be coming on in as Berg just doing a really good job with those runs. I really wish that we could see how many revives are going down here throughout the match, because Berg and VnMs are fantastic at keeping their teams going, and that's something that teams, I think, kind of overlook. You do need to make sure that you're getting those revives. It does make a big difference.
No, I 100% agree with you. Obviously, it's quicker to get a revive than it is to respawn, and you really put those players where you need them the most. And that's how they're getting these trades. The revive trains are just coming in thick and fast. And when you've got 2 players like Berg and Phantom, it just works out so well. And I think VnM has pulled out our lucky roll here. Good random spawn at the back of Alpha. They may have lost it, but they're already putting on the pressure. And I don't think VrtX are able to cope quite enough. We're seeing a push on Bravo. However, I think they've overextended a bit too much, and they're going to suffer for it here.
We'll see if that is the case. 51-33. VeNM with the lead. They are trying to get back over here onto this A flag. They have managed to secure themselves Bravo. They're just about to get A as well. But Kama did a really good job playing it patiently. They do manage to lose out over onto that C flag. I do want to see what's happening on Bravo, because that was a really quick turnaround there. I don't know if that was just a solo trying to cap that flag or what, but they do end up going down. And now it's going to be up to Lux here to try and hold off this two-man push coming in for Charlie.
Yeah, well, I mean, with that Bravo flag, the guys who died on Alpha, instead of panicking and rushing around, there must have been some communication going, and then they just absolutely stacked Bravo, and they thought, hell, we couldn't grab that flag, we need to at least defend the ones you've got. And this is what comes out of that.
Well, we are going to be seeing Opus now trying to make his way over here towards that C flag. They haven't been able to cap it just yet, so they managed to keep this being a two-flag burn, as Opus will be able to secure it down below. And I don't know if there's anybody actually there on the flag. Nope, he is going to be clean. B is going to be left wide open. We'll see if they can get a player over there fast enough. But yeah, VeNM here playing very passive in this situation. I guess they're just not wanting to get too crazy, may give away too many kills here, push them off balance. But you know, they are playing a little bit more passive than what I figured they would.
Yeah, and they're spreading the field a bit here. They know VrtX are set, so they're flagged down, and they're just trying to get into all areas of the map and pull this VrtX team apart. You know, force them to go into the 1v1s. VrtX don't really like it too much, but by doing so, they're overextending. They're gambling a lot on the fact that both of their pushes on both the Bravo and Charlie flag are going to work out. VrtX got a really nice spawn onto Bravo, and VeNM are kind of losing their grip on the game. It's 62-48, so they've got a bit of a buffer. It just depends on how long they're willing to push that chance for.
Opus does end up following over there next to that A flag. He was holding on to it for quite a while, but too many players. I think there was 3 that ended up spawning back in. Now Magna is actually pretty darn close. He has some pretty decent sightlines here. Ludo's going to try to come up top. He does end up getting picked up. Nice 2 kills coming from Magna. He pops one with the nade, gets the second one there with the auto loader, and Dulles is going to be able to clean up Berg from the other side of the map, but they are managing to make their way onto this A flag, but oh, so many players are going to be spawning back in. That's 4 players actually onto that A site. C is quickly going to go down in favor of VrtX, but Larpa is just going to be sitting there in the back. Maybe he can cause a little panic.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying before here. VrtX are a very experienced team. They don't crumble under pressure, and although they were on the back foot for the beginning of the game, you can really see how that stability is coming into effect. They're able to hold on, at least from what I've seen, for the majority of the game, 2 flags, but I just don't think they're able to compete with the aggressiveness of VeNM right now. VeNM are just full on the throttle. They're just going in, and I think it's just putting a bit too much on top of VrtX's speed right now.
You know, and I also think that maybe VrtX, they kind of just, they dug themselves too big of a hole. You know, they let it go, let the ticket count go too far in favor of VeNM too early on, and that gave VeNM a very good cushion. We're at the 16 tickets right now in the lead, and you know, they're making some good headway as to getting it kind of back into their favor, but you know, we need to be seeing, you know, some 2-cap, very strong 2-caps coming in here. We're just not. I would kind of like to see maybe a 3-cap along with maybe 2 squad wipes coming in. That would get them right back on track, get them back into this game. But we'll see if they can still get some fight in them. I mean, there's 20 tickets left, still a lot of time.
Yeah, no, 100%. And VrtX are playing very, very clever now. They're stacking middle of the map because they know they need to stop these pushes coming out of Alpha. Very well done there. They sent 2 players to Charlie. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for them as VeNM just stacked the Charlie flag with 3 more players. Got the trades in very, very efficiently. And now we're back at the beginning of the game with VeNM holding that Alpha Charlie and now setting up that almost watertight defense. And at 85-67, that's quite a lot of tickets VrtX need to make up.
It is getting to that point where it is going to be too much. Opus with a really good job there, picking up 1, but the kill feed is just that. That's the story right here. The kill feed is just looking too damn good. We're seeing VeNM locking it down. That's 3 kills. 4 kills now as VnM. Gonna put a couple more there on the board. 70 now to 89, a 20 ticket advantage as Opus making his way onto this A flag. Now he could come out big here. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Closing that gap quite a bit. You know, if they can close it, maybe finish it up with around 85 tickets or so, I think they will be okay. But Lux should be able to clean up the last player. He does, and that will give him that alpha flag. But where are the rest of the players from VeNM? We got big 3-man spawn over here next to A. Actually, this could be a pretty big fight. Lux does end up going down. That's going to hurt him quite a bit. Magna trades out with Phantoms though. Kama comes around the side. He's going to be able to easily get that flank, locking it down, and he puts the pistol to good use. Says, Magna, what are you doing, buddy? Just get out of here. Just go.
And VeNM are just choking the opportunity for VrtX to, make that deficit slightly smaller, a bit more comfortable. At the moment, they're 24 tickets behind, and that's quite a lot going into the second round of this map. 24 tickets is a lot. It's a lot to try and catch up and beat a team by.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely is. Taking a look right there at the kills and deaths. You know, Kukai looking good, 24 and 6. Kama going 15 and 8. Berg putting up 18, 16 there from Larpa, and Phantom's going 19. On the other side of the map, I think really Opus struggling, 15 and 4, not doing too great there. Wasn't able to trade out efficiently, and that is definitely going to hurt them. So 77 tickets, I believe, on first round of Argon for VrtX. And, you know, if you're VeNM, you're feeling good. You're feeling very, very good. You just basically came out and you took the first round of the first map from the team that beat you originally. So you got that going for you. Berg, I think, Kukai, I think was doing a fantastic job positioning himself in really, really good spots, as well as Kama. I think those two players were having some really monster flanks going down. They weren't just, straight up bulldogging the other team. They were definitely playing a little bit smarter, and it definitely showed. I like the fact that they waited for spawns to come in. We saw that several times coming in from VeNM. You know, I think you mentioned it earlier. Your VeNM is definitely a team that they don't mind to go ahead and let some people kind of go past them, give up a flag, something like that. That, you know, they're perfectly okay with doing that, and then having those spawns coming in, and making sure that they have the better numbers, or at the very least equal numbers to attack.
Yeah, and 100% there. And it also goes back to what I was saying before. We've seen Karma turn up, we've seen Berg turn up, we've seen Phantom turn up, and then out of nowhere, Kukai dropping a 24 bomb like that. It just goes to show the skill of all of VeNM's players are really, really up there, and they're playing hella aggressive right now. They're letting flags go, they're putting the pressure on VrtX. VrtX want to slow this game down. They want to have a bit more structure, they want to have a bit more control, and VeNM is saying no. They got called out with it last time, and it's not happening again. And now VrtX have a bit of a challenge. They've got to beat VeNM here 100 to 75, or 100 to 74 if I'm not mistaken, to be able to win this first round. Otherwise, Argon Forest is going to go to VeNM, and then we're going to play probably the most questionable map of this series so far.
We'll see how that ends up going, but right now we are live, we are in it, and you know what, I want to go on board with we're going to go on with Kama, as he's going to be able to push up into the A side, already down, so maybe that was terrible. Caster's curse right there, sorry Kama, not bad. I got you. But actually 2 players are already down right now for VeNM, as we do see VrtX coming out with a little bit of a lead. They're trying to get over there to that B flag, but I think the first ones to touch it, yes, are going to be VrtX. But oh wow, Berg just got trashed right there. He does end up getting picked up. Magna deciding to go over here towards that. Wow, that's interesting. So he's going to go and try and attack C, as opposed to going over towards that Bravo flag. Maybe he thought that there was just too many players for him to deal with. But this is interesting. Do you think that we can see maybe a C hold from this? I mean, it's kind of split really, really, really far apart.
Yeah, and this is a really crucial moment in the game. VeNM are trapped in the Bravo flag. VrtX are about to hold 2 power positions, Alpha and Charlie, and now's the chance for them to push on. VrtX are a player down, one's having to cap, so they really need to stack a lane, push through and regain, and that's what's happening right here. They're getting the kills they need to get, and now Alpha's going to go down. There's no support on there whatsoever from VrtX, and they're trapped on this Charlie flag. And this is that aggressiveness.
Say, you know, Magna right there, he missed a perfect opportunity to stop that push to A. He could have had 2 kills pretty darn easily. Instead, he misses. I don't know how. I mean, it looked like he hit every one of those shots. He's doing good. He's picked up 3 kills since, but that did allow this rotation onto Alpha to actually happen. And, you know, you just can't let those rotations happen. You need to be able to bottle them up. Magna is going to be sitting up on top of this bunker right here. He's getting shot from a couple of different directions, but eventually does go down, and that's a little bit of a shame there, as it did look like they were going to have a really good setup.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, we're 2 minutes in and we're seeing a completely different game than we saw in the first half of the map here. VrtX really slowing down the game, and they're really causing some issues for VnM. And I think one of the key things here is, like we saw in Alpha, they're getting the trades that they need to, and having that one last person alive is going to be the key to holding these flags. And they're already pushing the agenda on Bravo here. VnM get the unlucky spawn onto that Bravo flag, and VrtX launch themselves into the lead break.
Well, unfortunately, VrtX wasn't able to do much right there. They did go down, but that would have been really interesting had Bravo been held with a squad wipe. But Berg and Phantoms and LARPA doing a fantastic job. Opus is still going to be up and alive. He does end up getting killed. Still going to be keeping on with his revive train going down. Lupo does have to go ahead back on up, as well as Lux. We do see some spawns coming back in. It's a 3-on-3 so far. It's going into the favor of Berg, down to a 1-on-1, and VrtX will be able to come in on top. That's going to be Lux with the final kill, still holding on to this 2-flag advantage. And this right here, Wild Time, is exactly what we needed to see coming back in the second round from this VrtX squad.
Yeah, 100%, and they're just playing the game so much slower now, and it's interrupting VnM's flow. The first half, we saw them really speeding up. VrtX couldn't keep up here, but now we're back on VrtX's level, and they know what they need to do. VnM have to act quickly. They're moving into the danger zone now, where they could end up losing this whole map after a great performance in the first half. But after retaking Alpha, they need to bounce quickly to Charlie while it's undefended before they lose Bravo.
I think they're just trying to change the spawns up. I mean, that spawn trap was brutal.
I know, it's unreal.
We talked about before how maybe it was going to be harder to hold this CA push, the CA flags, but the spawn trap is just, it's unforgiving. And the cross shots coming in right now are just so fantastic. We do see Magna finally going down. It looks like Kama could potentially have broken that, as he's going to be followed up with a teammate here. But man, we're talking about a 20-ticket lead almost, and the game is only half over.
Exactly, and one thing that I'm noticing that VnM aren't doing what they did in the first. They're not leaving one person on the flag to just kind of wait. We saw LARPA on that Charlie flag in the first half. He let them take it. He hung around in the back while VrtX pushed off, and then all of a sudden VrtX lost the flag that they once had, and it put a lot of pressure on them. And I think if VnM can start doing the same thing, we'll start to see a much better side. But they're in for a really good opportunity here. They've taken Charlie, they've taken Bravo. If they can hold these 2 flags, they can maybe still pull it off. If they can get a triple, it would be great, and they might have the opportunity here.
We do see Dolus getting the burn here onto that Bravo flag. Don't think he's quite seen the player. There he goes. He spotted him out. Should be able to get that kill. But we do see Ludo now getting taken down as well. Opus on the backside. Hey, this is a really terrible spot to be on. But he should be able to get a couple of spawns coming in here in just a few moments. There are 3 players, it looks like, on top of that A burn. You can see that's going to be Magna trying to stay alive. He doesn't getting taken down. Dulles going to coming in from the backside. It is going to be a 1-on-2. Again, those medics just coming in so clutch for this VnM squad. There's one thing that you got to take away, is that VnM knows how to revive their teammates. They're doing a fantastic job with that. But I think rotations should be coming in here very soon. VrtX No, they're going to be holding strong. They're going to be getting this A flag back. They cleaned it up. Now we are going to be seeing them losing B, but rotations on the C have already happened. We're going to be seeing a pinch coming in. I think, though, that they're going to be ready.
Yeah, 100%. Those guys that died on Alpha knew what was going to happen, respawned on that Charlie flag, and they're getting the kills that matter. This VrtX push on Charlie's about to get hit right in the backside, and VrtX are going to have to really get their heads around what's happening now. They have to stack Alpha, otherwise they're going to face a triple cap situation here, and they're going to be in trouble. VnM now had the momentum. They have the position of where VrtX is. They're getting the kills that they need to, and I think now we're going to start to see them turn this around. They're still in the chance of winning this map. They're not at 25 tickets down just yet. It's still 54 to 64. Even if they lose, they can still win this.
We are going to be seeing VnM right now putting up some decent numbers, but one of the things I do want to mention is the fact that no player right now is really just smashing it out of the park. Maybe Magna is doing that, but for the most part, everybody's keeping it, pretty much in check. And I think that's one of the reasons why these matches are so close now, as opposed to what we saw previously. It's just, they're not allowing the star power to really start to shine. And I'm liking that. He's going to be able to catch out one trying to transition to the C flag. At the same time, B is going to be getting capped over. VnM comes down, will be able to take him down so fast. That right there, guys, is the power of the medic. You can always stay healthy, always stay strong, and it allows you to be a really good roamer. I mean, you don't think of a medic as a roamer, but he is. And now a potential 3-cap coming in, as that B flag will quickly be going down. But yeah, this is definitely turning around.
Yeah, no, 100% here, and VnM are, 15 tickets from securing this first map, and it's a massive map. They struggled in the first game of the series here, and they've come in with a massive force. And you mentioned before how VrtX absolutely destroyed Prototype, so they should be able to do even better against VnM, who was very level. But VnM are just, their playstyle is something that VrtX can't cope with right now. And massive props to those guys from learning from their first mistakes at the beginning.
Well, like I said, the first map, VnM is definitely hot. They're feeling good. They came off with a good win. The second map is really going to be telling. If we see VnM coming out hot in the second map, and they're able to take it, then yeah, I think that you can almost say that they're going to be the slightly better team, potentially. But, I really think VrtX, you can't sleep on them. I think they're a good team. I think they're really good players, and that they can bring it to them. They just came out a little bit slow here. Right now we do see 75-69. It is just a few tickets before we do see a winner for this first map. But Lux is going to try and hold on to this. Can't actually do it. He doesn't end up going down. But for the first time in a while, VrtX is going to have control of 2 of the main flags. We'll be able to get that bleed in their favor, as we do see 70-78 currently in favor, but maybe not for long of VnM.
Yeah, I mean, VnM just need to play it smart now. They can't afford the triple cap. And as I'm saying it, it's about to happen. I can't believe. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. But even just with the 1 cap here, they can still win the whole map in general. They're 2 tickets away. We have a ticket every 7 seconds on a 1 cap. They only need to last 14 seconds, and they should be in for it. But they actually need to hold some flags for that to happen, Brett.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be the case. 3 cap is going to be coming in. Kama, he's going to get revived down below. That C flag quickly going back into their favor. 73-91 though. That was pretty damn crazy, I would have to say. Had that squad wipe come in, woo!
Yeah, and
that's nuts. But doesn't look like that's going to be the case. 94 now to 74. And I believe with one more tick, we will have crowned our victor. But we'll see if that's going to be the case here or not. B flag is going to be getting capped down. We do see Kukai trying to play defensively here onto that C flag, as we're seeing some really good shots coming in from behind. VnM doesn't end up going down. VrtX now starting to close in on these other flags, but think that is going to be it there. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get control of enough of them. 98 now to 77.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Yeah, and I mean,
First map to VeNM.
yeah, and it's absolutely great to see how they've evolved throughout this tournament here, and they kept the pressure on, like you said, they came in hot, but VrtX learning very quickly what they need to do to be able to stay in this, and although they won that second half, it's going to put them onto a bit of a high. I think VnM are going to be even more chuffed that they managed to take a map out of VrtX in a final. But yeah, now we
are going to be seeing our next game popping up is going to be Monte Grappa, I believe, which is a map that Wild Time thought surely was never going to happen.
No, I didn't. It's a map that everyone dodges. No one likes playing it because of just how bad it can be for you if you don't gain the upper hand at the very beginning. And I think it's a byproduct of having to try and get rid of those power maps that you know teams are good at. St. Quentin Scar, we know that's Berg and Phantom's domination ground there. They absolutely love it. And I think that wild card of having Monte Grappa in means that this final could go either way at this point.
Absolutely. Very, very close map there, guys. I mean, it was just within a few tickets. Unfortunately, just wasn't meant to be. VnM did walk away with it. You know, I think that VnM, they're feeling good, but I also think that, you know, right now, we're going to be seeing VrtX shaking it off. You know, they realize, all right, okay, we get that out of our system. We'll give them that one map. Let's focus up on Monte Grappa and see what we can do. We've seen them already taking down VnM once. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and this is going to be key. It's all about holding the alpha flag. If you hold alpha, you should be all right. And then you just bounce between the Bravo and the Charlie flags. The moment you lose alpha, things start to get a little bit rocky. Having that height plays a massive advantage in terms of controlling the map here. So yeah, let's just fingers crossed and see how it goes, really.
Well, I would have to say I'm definitely rooting for VrtX just because I'd like to see a third map. I haven't seen Ballroom Blitz today. I'd like to see it come into play. Let's see. Let's make that happen. Let's go. Right now, VrtX. Come on. Take my energy. All right, so we're on board. Let's go on board with Ludo right now. He's going to be the first one out of the gate, possibly making contact here.
Oh.
I did say that on Monte Grappa, the most important is to hold on to that high ground.
Yeah, it is, but it's slightly harder to do that when you get a rocket gun to the face. Really early on good kills for VnM. And controlling that B flag, not pushing alpha, was a really smart move. And I think now they're going to turn this on the head of VrtX, who are holding that high ground. But who's that coming around the back?
That is going to be Kama right now, picking up 2 kills. And it looks like his teammate should be able to finish off that last one. That's going to be Phantom. That was 3 deaths on this A flag. You just can't have that happen. And now we do see A flag flipping over in favor of VnM. They are not wanting to let this thing go whatsoever. Lots of fire coming in. Kama just staying alive, man. I mean, he's taking shots from everywhere and everyone. But he's put the damage down. Phantom now picking up 3. This is a huge win right here onto this A flag. They're triple capping.
I mean, how long has this gone on for? We're in the first sort of 2 minutes, minute and a half of the game, and they're already 25 tickets ahead and counting. What, it's 35-5, and there's no sign of this stopping? I mean, come on, VrtX. What's going on? They're falling apart. A very experienced team is crumbling under this the sheer aggressiveness of VnM right now.
Hey, you know what? In a live setting, it is definitely different. You know, something that we hadn't mentioned today is the fact that you're not in the comfort of your own home. You're not used to, you know, you're not having the things that you're used to having around you to keep you level-headed. No, instead, it does look like, oh, beautiful shots there from Kukai. He's going to be able to pick up 3, making it look easy. Picks up a 4. Yes, he does. Finally does end up going down as the rest of his teammates following around him. But man, was that one hell of a gameplay moment. He just did a fantastic job. A is going to go back over into the favor of VrtX, but we've talked about digging yourself a hole. 9 to 50 is a pretty darn big hole.
I mean, I don't need to do the math to tell you how hard it's going to be for VrtX to come back from this one in the next round. They have to really pull it out the bag. Obviously, VeNM is going to get that alpha spawn. VrtX are really playing aggressive right now, forcing VeNM onto Bravo, and it looks like we could see a triple cap in the opposite direction. If those players can just keep themselves busy for just a little bit longer, VrtX may get their foot back in the door for this half.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be the case. B, though, is quickly going back into the favor right now of VeNM. VeNM's going to be making his way over here towards the bunker entrance, deciding he's going to go ahead and back on up. I think A is going to go over into their favor, though, so they're looking good in that regard. And right now, we are going to be seeing VeNM just trying to figure out where they're going to be poking in. Larpa doing a little bit of poke damage. Not going to be able to do much of anything else at all, but that's going to be a very difficult position to actually push in from. I think the big thing here is this, VrtX is going to have to make the move. Like, they're down. They have to make this move.
Yeah, I mean, and when you're getting absolutely shut down by Karma, who's on form tonight, he's on his own on that A flag. He's done an awesome job holding that, and even with that one cap, they still stand a chance of really winning this. But hopefully we can see VrtX get on top. I don't want to see them overextend into alpha. They've got a really strong position here holding both these bottoms, but it looks like they tried to overextend and it's left themselves open for Larpa and Kukai to push into Bravo and grab another double.
It does, but maybe they're deciding, you know what, we just want to get this A flag back. We got to get that. That's going to be the most important part. I don't really agree. I think right now they just need to focus on getting tickets. They don't have a whole lot to play with. 27-62. We do see Ludo right now trying to come around the flank here onto that A flag. Hasn't spotted out anybody just yet. Might be able to get a quick burn. And I think that's exactly what's going to be happening here. But where the transitions are going to be coming in at, we do see 3 over there next to Bravo. We see 2 of them to the southern side of A. I want to go check out B, as VeNM's going to be coming in right from below. He's going to be able to spot out one. His teammate is very low on health. Nice little bait and switch, as he will be able to take him down. Beautiful job. Beautiful teamwork going in there. B is going to go in their favor. A is also getting contested here, as I believe that's going to be Berg setting up on top. Yeah, Dulles and VrtX just not able to push on in. That is going to be a shame there if you are a VrtX fan. B and A still staying in their possession. 43-66, not as bad as that 50-9.
Yeah.
But still not good.
I mean, they had a triple cap there for just a short while and it brought it back in the game. They're still 24 tickets behind. It's not a lot, but it's not a little either. If they can grab a double and hold it for the end of the game, it puts them in a really good, strong position moving into the second half of this map, Brett.
We are going to be seeing Lux winning out in his one-on-one to A, but he's very low on health and does not have a med pack. Should be getting picked up here very soon. There it is.
Yeah, and VeNM doing a really good job holding both Bravo and Alpha here, repelling the attacks onto the Alpha flag, and they're really just pulling VrtX from position to position. Whenever VeNM feel they're going to lose a flag, they're already looking for a way to sneak around to another flag there. But VrtX may be able to grab this Alpha flag, and here, as we say it, they're losing Alpha, and we're starting to see Kukai already on that Charlie flag.
VnM's just going to be able to spot out too. Ooh, does get taken down very, very fast, getting that revive, or I'm sorry, the burn like you were talking about. Revives are going to be coming in though on top of A, but that's going to be a whole lot of death as well. VnM does eventually go down. Larpa is going to be down below. Berg staying alive though, as he does end up getting that last and final frag. A should be going over into their possession, as Larpa does end up getting picked up. 80 now to 54. We do see a push coming in from Kama onto that B site. And they are going to be looking pretty decent, I think, right here, as that is already going to go into their favor in terms of kills. Yeah, Kama will be able to secure that flag. So just looking really, really good here for VeNM once again. And, you know, I think since VeNM has taken control of A, they've had it for the majority of this game.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been bouncing between Alpha and Bravo. Whenever they're going to lose one, all they do is they send someone over, be a little bit cheeky at Charlie, and it's pulling people off of the A flag and allowing them to recover it. And it's a smart play like that from VeNM, which I didn't think I was going to see, to be honest. That's something I expected from VrtX. That's allowed them to really stay on top and just drag VrtX left and right for this whole game.
We'll see if they're going to be able to turn it around. 60 tickets now to 86. We're going to have an all cap come in. That's all there is to it. An all cap must come in order to get them back into this match. I don't see it any other way, but you know, as soon as these players are trying to jump on down onto the flags, boom, you know, we see another flag starting to flash. They don't have any opportunity in order to secure themselves any amount of time. B flag now going to be going back over. We see that 2 flag advantage still into the favor of VeNM. Magna's going to be coming out. His teammate finishing off that last player on A, but I mean, these are precious seconds that they just cannot waste.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. But you got to remember, VrtX actually start off in the better position in the next round. They could do to VeNM exactly what VeNM's doing here. VeNM playing very, very aggressively. Kukai going in to finish up that trade. But it's a lot of tickets. It's going to be almost, what, like 25 to 30 tickets difference. And we could see a repeat of the first map here. And VrtX do not want this. This is their tournament to lose. They've been winners all the way throughout, and I think VeNM are definitely out for revenge here, Brett.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We do see a big push happening over there towards that C flag, trying to contain them onto that flag. 70 now to 97. Not the worst, you know, scoreline that could happen right now, but definitely not great going into round number 2. We are going to be seeing some real issues and struggles coming in here for VrtX. Yeah, they do get the better side technically, but you know, how much is that really going to affect this match? We saw them with a pretty good flip at one point, but you know, VeNM was able to flip it right back on top of them in no time flat. So, you know, in that situation, I think that VrtX, while it could have been much, much worse, VeNM has a huge advantage going into round number 2. They're hot on map number 1. They won that, you know, very, very, very good place. They're coming into map number 2. They win it. I mean, come out with a 3 cap. They're 50 tickets to 9 in just like 3 minutes. It's insane. And all of a sudden, you know, VrtX starts to come back a little bit, but they've got to be feeling good. VnM going 27 and 10, 19 and 9 there for Kama, 17 and 12 for Kukai. Larpa going 12 and 4, 17 and 7 there for Berg. On the other side, Opus 13 and 5, 10 and 21, 13 and 15, 8 and 16, 11 and 14. Nobody going positive on VrtX. But I do want to point this out. Nobody goes positive on VrtX, and they only lose by 30 tickets.
Yeah, and it's just a real testament to how well that they can play and they can recover. They managed to get a triple cap throughout that brought that deficit from what would have been like 50 tickets to a more manageable amount. But VeNM are really in a strong position here. They don't even have to win this next round. They just got to get 73 tickets on the board, and then they'll be champions. So VrtX are going to be looking to lock them out of that and keep them below that 70 ticket mark moving in.
So we do see a reset here of Monte Grappa. Second round coming up. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, whatever you may be, 72 tickets. They cannot allow 73 tickets going in for VeNM in this next match. VrtX, very, very tall hill to climb. Can they do it? I don't know. We've seen some really good games coming out from them. They've already beat VeNM once. Then again, you know, they may be thinking at this point, you know, yeah, it would be nice to shut this down in the first best of 3, but they do have another one.
Yeah, they do. And we just got to see how this goes. Again, VrtX in a bit of a stronger position. They're able to get to Bravo. If they can do that and lock VeNM out, they stand in a really good position. But they're just too slow. I mean, looking at it, VeNM executed that almost immediately. and VrtX are just a bit slow in the mark, and they've given VeNoM an upper hand here.
We have taken objective butter.
Right now, VnM is going to be able to spot out 2. Able to connect with 1, but that was all he needed to, really. VrtX, though, they're going to be flipping the flags here, taking control of that B and C section of the map. Now, in this situation, we saw a very, very hard fight. You don't want to have to be in this situation where you're trying to hold on to B and C. As Wildtime did say, you want to get control of that A. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. Charlie already getting capped over, and just about there here. But at the last second, we do see VrtX getting onto the flag. Kukai, though, just pops out. I didn't know what that was, but he says no. We'll be able to shut that down. VrtX, though, on the other side, he almost picks up 2 kills. Will not be able to finish it off as he does get taken down. So A and C firmly in the control, I would have to say, of VeNoM. We do see VrtX trying to get some action here onto A, but there's 3 players against 1. I think this is pretty much going to be it.
We are losing
Yeah,
objective Charlie.
so Phantoms does end up getting picked up, but it doesn't really matter. I do like the aggression coming out right now, though, from VeNoM. You know, they're not slowing down, and I think that's something that teams have a really they do really poorly, is that when they are ahead quite a bit, they tend to kind of play maybe a little bit reserved, try and just hold on to 2 flags and just get that burn. But you know, VeNoM, they're getting aggressive, they're pushing it, they're doing exactly what got them there in the first place, which was crazy aggression, getting kills, pushing the map.
Yeah, and exactly, and I think that aggression is really cutting VrtX's playstyle up. I think what we're going to start to see is VeNoM is just going to be looking to capture flags whenever and wherever they can, because they've just got to keep the difference within that 25 ticket mark, and they should be good, and that's what they're doing. They're slipping through gaps, they're running in pairs, they're getting those kills, and they're just hitting a flag where they think they have the opportunity.
Absolutely. So right now, Magna is going to try and make his way over here towards the B, it looks like. He does spot out 1, maybe. Going to be what, two or 3 players did end up spotting over onto Bravo. Magna's going to try and come around to the flank. This could be a really good flank. He is going to be able to pick up 1, but he takes quite a bit of damage there in that situation. Picks up a second one. Oh, it's so close. Maybe coming out. This could be huge. 3 kills. Yes, he is going to be able to pick up the second one. Can he get the third? He gets the drop on him, but the revives are huge here. Another player pops up. He doesn't have the ammo for it, and he does end up going down. That was a big play, potentially, from Magna. It did get shut down. But, you know, where are we on the map? Well, we do see that B flag going into the favor right now of VeNoM. VeNoM has 3 players alive on C for just a few moments. And if I could get Spectator to work with me here, we'd be able to see what happened on Charlie. But they're just a little bit too late. Look at those spawns, though, Wild Time. They are all the way down that hill on A.
We have taken
Exactly, and what we're going to start to see here is VrtX managed to win Charlie. VeNoM left Kukai, who's been an absolute beast of a solo player throughout this game. He's just been a massive pain in the backside of VrtX there, having to commit 2 people onto him. And while they committing players to people roaming around the flanks, VeNoM have come in very, very strong. They've capped Bravo, they've capped Alpha, and they're keeping that difference in that 1 to 2 ticket range here. And VeNoM are now going to start to take the lead going in. VrtX are very strong at moments, but VeNoM just appear to be a lot stronger, and they're slipping through these gaps that VrtX are leaving.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And we are seeing, because, you know, if you can trade out evenly, you know, flag for flag, kill for kill, and you're just basically keeping it within that 1, 2, 5 ticket range, you're going to be perfectly fine. I mean, you had almost a 30 ticket advantage, so this is exactly what VeNoM wants to see. They are in a perfect position, and right now it is looking like they are going to be able to continue on in this lead, basically. If you look at the overall ticket count, VeNoM is going to be up above, though. Kukai trying to get a nice little pitch there, and he does. I love this position that we're seeing from VeNoM. He's using these windows extremely well, opening them up, closing them, making sure that he's going to be staying alive. VeNoM's popping a player there into the back of the head. It may have been Opus there, as he's going to go ahead and jump on down. He's going to go ahead from his team. move on into this B flag, and they are going to be able to clear that out. Again, really good res is coming in, making sure his team is staying up and alive. Fantastic job on his part. 39-39 though. We are all tied up.
Yeah, and exactly, and it's such a shame VrtX are putting up such a good fight in this game. VnM as well, I mean, you can't deny that they've just been on top of it throughout this whole thing. And I think we're going to start to see the rotation. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of teams as well don't like to pick Grappa. It's such an open place, and on a 5v5, you can leave so many gaps that 3 or 4 players can just spill through, and your whole thing crumbles. But what was that? Am I just seeing the kill feed painted in blue there? What is going on?
They had a sale on blue paint, and honestly, VnM not at all. So, yeah, it was pretty brutal there. It looks like it looked like there for a second he may have been shifting over to VrtX, but no, VnM pretty much stopped it right in its tracks. Good job there from Larpa and company of being able to stall that out, and they've been able to hold VrtX over on the C almost entirely this whole match. There's been almost no push out of there towards A. Some really good defenses when they do end up getting out there towards that alpha flag. But I like the fact that they're using this hill just really well. Trying to get a couple of rockets up on top of the hill, maybe to get some splash damage, get some insta kills. But they're not having any of it, and it's just not working out. I think Berg actually may have been running out of ammo in that situation. He flipped over to his pistol in a not so advantageous place. But I mean, honestly, the guy was just murdering everything.
Yeah, and that's just it. I think VnM is spreading themselves thin, and then as a player goes down, he's spawning on the next one, and they're cutting out these pushes from VrtX. VrtX are switching to a nice little buddy system here. It's working out well. Doulos managing to jump onto Alpha, link up the rest of his team, and looks like they're going to have that Charlie and Alpha push here. But Lux needs to haul his butt down towards Charlie, as I think Kukai, yep, that's the one, is already on the flag, looking to switch that straight away. And as soon as Charlie's getting pushed up, 2 players have to move out. VnM is already on top of that Alpha flag.
Yeah, not looking too great whatsoever. They managed to get that nice kill. Kukai is still going to be up and alive as well over here onto that C site, dodging those nades left and right and center. 2 players are going to be on his tail, but he's using the ground really well right now. Going to be waiting for the push. He is going to try and get the kill, and he does. Kukai with the movement, the pistol comes out. Not going to be able to finish it off. Man, making it flashy as he contested that flag for quite a while. Now we are up to 61-61. We are getting close to that danger zone, if you will. And at this point in time, like I said before, the only way that we're going to be seeing a win coming out would be if we see a 3-cap. And as things are going, I don't see a 3-cap in the future here of VrtX.
Yeah, and it's such a shame because they've played such a good tournament so far. They haven't lost a game, but this was their tournament to lose, and this has been a really hard-fought journey for VnM. They lost their very first game in the LAN, massively disheartening. They managed to push through. They had a really close game against Prototype. I think that's probably my favourite game of the series so far. And now they've come into this final, all guns blazing, and I don't think they faltered once.
No, they've had a firm control of this match the entire time. I mean, honestly, they have looked fantastic on round number 1 for both of them, and following it up, just looking even better. Kukai does end up going down. That's going to be a 3-man push there onto that A flag. We do see C getting capped over as well. 70 tickets now to 68. Remember, that ticket count was 72. So right now is when we need to be seeing a 3-cap coming in to stop any kind of burn whatsoever. This is just a mess right now sitting over here onto C. It is player after player was dying. I mean, it was craziness. It is going to go, it looks like, into the favor of VrtX. So they keep control of that Charlie flag, looking to try and hold on to A, but that ain't going to happen as he's quickly going back into their favor. Larpa going to be sitting back, making sure that B is all right. Dulles in a 1-on-2 situation spots him out, tries to get the revive. Yes, he does get the revive, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. He's still going to go down, and we're still going to be seeing that 75-76 ticket mark now going in favor of VnM. And VnM, they can keep this up, you know, it's like I said before, you know, if VnM comes out hot in the second match and they end up just dominating, then yeah, VnM's the real deal, right? They're probably going to end up, you know, taking it to at the very least a second best of 3, possibly even taking the whole thing. You know what?
Yeah.
They're looking pretty darn good. I mean, this was about as hot as you can come out, and they are just tearing it up. I mean, VrtX, yeah, they're keeping neck and neck, but you know, where was this play coming out in the first round?
I mean, where was VnM hiding this? That's what I want to ask. You know, like, where was this aggressiveness? Where was this just power they're having against VrtX right now? But I'm glad they saved it towards the end when it really, really mattered. Yeah, no, it's been good. VnM been getting all the kills that they need to get. They've just been all over VrtX. Wherever VrtX are capping a flag, VnM are already assaulting the other two. And the moment VrtX turn around, Kukai is there, already on the way back, causing issues and just having a general fun time.
VnM looking fantastic as always, putting up plus 20. Now in the 30 kills, 30 and 13. Berg going 20 and 9. Larpa 24 and 14, 22 and 14 there for Kukai. 31 there and 13 for Phantoms now. Berg also putting up some more kills. I mean, they are just dominating in terms of kills. I don't know if the fragging keeps going their way like it is, because it's not just Phantoms that's doing a great job. You know, their whole team is doing a good job in terms of getting kills. You just can't beat that. No,
and the only way you can do that is not to win against a team like that. Is to not go down by 20 tickets in the first half of the map. Yeah. You have to keep these games as close as possible in the first round, so you stand a chance in the second half, and it just didn't happen for VrtX. It was their it was their map to lose,
this
really.
Match would be if this was round number 1. I mean, 93-94. Yeah, if this was round number 1, it'd be ecstatic. But no. So we are going to be seeing, it looks like, still tied up game.
Yeah, it's still very close.
For one of these guys to go ahead and finish it off. And it is going to be VnM here, who end up taking it to a second best of 3.
Oh, very, very close. Just amazing job from both sides in that. It's going to be interesting to see what the map pick is for the next lot. Brett, are they going to try and go for the same maps and face each other off, or are they just going to end up choosing completely new ones and hoping for the best?
I'd say Ballroom Blitz, Sinai Desert, and Suez. Yeah. I haven't seen those maps yet.
I mean,
that's my logic. That's my logic behind it.
If VnM are going to play this aggressive, those close quarter maps are going to turn out well for VrtX.
Only on esportbf.com.